Okay, so let's deal with this. Okay, powdered milk. We can live with powdered milk. And just for you people, if the video got cut off, I'm going to go ahead and reiterate. I'm talking about the conditions in the penal system, in the TDCJ system. And I'm talking about what's going on right now and what kind of cutbacks they're giving that affect inmates. And yeah, regardless they're ex-felons or whatever like that, and we are ex-felons still trying to make it in this world, it does not matter. What I am talking about is the conditions that we are forced to live with. And just because we have been convicted of a felony does not mean that we should be subdued to harsher and crucial punishment of cruelty and pain of all sorts. And this is what the state of Texas inflicts on you. So anyway, I'm going to say 2 meds a day on the weekends, plus no more real milk, only powdered milk. Powdered milk is cool. That's what my boy says that they're giving them now, powdered milk and 2 meds a week, 2 meds a day on weekends, like I was saying before about the, it's just crazy. I'm diabetic. I got to take my meds 5 times a day. And what about the other people who are worse diabetics than me? Now these people don't get what they got coming to them because they can only get meds 2 times a day because the state of Texas is cutting back because the government said, we're not going to give you any more money to house these felons that you've had for we're not going to give you any more money to house these felons that, when you could just let them go. If you want to keep inmates locked up for their whole lives, then you're going to take care of them yourself. That's pretty much what the government said. So now the state of Texas is not getting any more money, so now they're doing cutbacks, and really they need to cut back out of their own pocket because with all the meat, let me tell you this, I seen more meat get stolen from Coalfield Penitentiary from the guards than I ever did from any other inmate or anything like that. You want to know where the turkey went? You want to know where the ham went? You want to know where the ground beef went? I'm going to tell you where it all went. And it all went into the pockets of the sergeants and the captain and the kitchen captains and everybody else who was taking it. It did not come from us. But anyway, that's besides the point. I'm not talking about them. What I'm talking about is the conditions. Okay, this is what they say. They were gonna let us. They were gonna let out. This is what my friend says, and I can collaborate what he says because I was just recently there, less than 8 months ago, and he said they were gonna let out most of the most non-violent offenders and the sick call, but at the last minute they decided to just cut back on the food. So you believe that? So rather than let go the non-violent offenders, the offenders that never really hurt anybody, besides hurting their community by selling drugs to the people in their community and hurting other people, which is bad because anybody who hurts somebody else has it coming to them. But rather than take it out and release these people, you holding a person for 30 years for a non-violent crime just shows that something is wrong right here, and that's why the state of Texas was not granted any money, because they chose to hold their people forever with no parole or nothing else like that. But instead of letting these non-violent offenders out who didn't hurt nobody but themselves most of the time, they decided to just cut back on the food. Okay, plus they're taking hamburgers. Listen to this. This is funny. My friend says, plus they are taking out hamburgers and hot dogs. And my boy says, who really gives a fuck? Because the food in the penitentiary sucks anyway, and they don't give you what they thought you got. So all you people out there who think that, oh, I go to the penitentiary, I'm going to eat good. You ain't going to fucking eat good in the penitentiary, motherfucker. I'll tell you this right now. You ain't going to eat good. Because in the penitentiary, there ain't no eating good, all right? In the penitentiary, it used to be you might have ate good, but you ain't going to eat good no more, because now the only thing you have to look forward to is, if you lucky, is Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving, that even sucks. So, whatever. So, don't go to the penitentiary thinking you're going to eat good. You better have somebody that's going to sing you commissary or you stay your ass out of trouble. Believe me, I know. I got $100 pulled out of my books the whole time I was in the penitentiary. One time. And the rest of the time, I was broke. My people took care of me because they're good people. But that's besides the point. Okay. My boy says, plus they're taking out all the hamburgers and hot dog buns. Hamburgers and hot dog buns? Who really gives a fuck? These fools want meat. He says it. We want meat. Speaking of meat, they already started giving deer meat. Can you believe that shit? They started giving deer meat in the penitentiary, which is good because deer meat's not that bad, but nevertheless, it's the whole point. That's not a rumor. It was in the kitchen when they started bringing. He was working in the kitchen. My boy worked in the kitchen in Coalfield. He said he was in the kitchen when they started bringing it in. The motherfuckers had like 300 of them. They had 300 deer lined up in the penitentiary, but didn't nobody know how to get them. Didn't nobody how to get the meat. Didn't nobody know how to get the meat off the fur. First of all, so how they gonna eat some fucking meat when they don't even know how to get the motherfucking fur off the meat? These motherfuckers been locked up 30 fucking years, and you're gonna tell them to skin this fucking deer and fucking serve it to everybody? How the fuck do they know? They don't know nothing. Just like the state of Texas don't know nothing. Just like the state of Texas don't know nothing. So they try to say, here's some, here's some meat. Oh, here's some deer meat. I hope somebody knows how to cut it. Somebody here must know how to cut it. Bullshit. They've been locked up 30, 20, 15 years. They don't know how to cut no meat. And it's not their job to know how to skin and cut meat or anything like that. They're doing time. Why don't they let them go out and hunt the meat? I bet they won't do that. Anyway, don't ask me where they came from. Matter of fact, my boy's telling me, because I live in West Texas, they're probably telling me that they came from over here, my neck of the wood. But he says, don't ask me, but things around here are sure fucked up. You sure got out of here in real time, which is good. I know I got out of there in time. So what I'm saying, man, it's these are some of the conditions that the prison inmates are living in, and I'm not going to sit here and every week and come on and talk about something that, the penitentiary or whatever that my friend is talking about, and that I'm not going to come on here once a week and talk about this shit like that. But this is just one of the issues. This is the first issue that I would like to discuss with you people. And, give your opinion. Tell me what you think about this shit, man. Because this is fucked up, man. Like, I'm not expecting to get anything done or anything else, but a little opinion is warranted, and it's accepted, and it's wanted. And I would like to know what you guys think about that. So, holler back at me. And we from San Antonio, Texas over here, baby. Born and raised, Texas. So, let me know what you think.